Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Nissan Note. It's a 1.4 petrol with manual gearbox, transmission to you of our colonial brothers. Now I'll get underneath and show you where things are because you can't really see much from top. This is the gearbox here. There's like engine, clutch, bell housing, gearbox, and this is actually a transaxle gearbox, so the diff is built into the casing of the gearbox, but I'll show you that from underneath. So underneath the car, what we need to do first, well, with all gearbox oil changes, is we must make sure we can get the fill plug undone. No point in draining all the oil to then find you cannot get the fill plug out. What you're going to do then? So this is a plastic plug. It didn't take much out. Now, I couldn't undo it with my hands, but hardly any pressure at all with a pair of pliers. It's like a wing nut, and it was open. So we've got that done. Now the other one is under here. I've got an Allen key in it. Now it's actually like a square drive looking thing. I didn't have a square drive looking thing tool, so I measured at how big it was. It's about 8mm, and what I did was I got an 8mm Allen key, and I'll show you what I did. So here's my Allen key, and I've kind of flatted off, just using a belt sander, I've flatted off two edges, so that side, and that's enough to get it in there. And so I've got, this side has got purchase and this side's got purchase, and that's enough just to get the drain plug undone. It's not really tight. So we've got both the fill and the empty plugs ready to go. So let's have a look what else we've got. So as you know, I always talk about having an axle stand under the car. I'm just using one this time. I found these on Amazon. They're like a little rubber insert that goes on the top of your V-shaped axle stands. These are designed for cars that have got like a seam down each edge for you to jack up on. The Nissan has hardly got that. It's got one little short piece of seam, like a V metal thing, and that fits it perfectly. So this is a bit nicer to the car. So I bought 4 of those. Got the trusty oil catch can. This is the gear oil you need. It's 75W80. The thing to look for is GL4. So we need about 3.5 litres. I think this is a 4-litre can. And I'm going to try using an oil pump. I got this cheap from a local bargain shop for a few pounds, with mark the in and the out pipes. I suppose you could have a clear pipe or a funnel and a bit of pipe from the top, but then you can't really see what's going on. I think I'd rather be underneath watching for when it overflows, because pretty much with these gearboxes you fill it, and then when it starts to overflow the inlet, then that's at the right level. Right, so let's get organised. Right, so we've got the trusty oil catch can in place. I've got both the plugs out to make sure the air can escape. Let's pull this out. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Well, it looks relatively clean. It's a bit milky looking actually. I don't honestly know when this was last done. Well, the local garage used to service the car, and I've since taken it over now. It's so old. But yeah, at least it's not black and full of bits of oil. Now, I need to make sure I change the little copper washer on the plug. Bought some of those. So we'll wait until that drains, and then we'll source a copper washer for that. Okay, now don't know about you, but I got sick of paying over the odds for copper washers, special ones that only go on your car. So I bought this selection from Amazon. It looks to be this one here, which is the 16 by 22 by 1.5. So there it is, new copper washer. This whole set was about 10 or 11 pounds, so I'll have copper washers forever, most of which I've probably never used looking at the size of them. But there you go. So need to just plug that back in the car. I've checked it. These are supposed to be magnetic, and there is literally nothing on there, no metal filings, nothing, which is a great sign. So I need to screw that back in, and then we need to get to pumping the oil in, which would be hilarious, I would imagine. Okay, so welcome back. I've got the oil ready with the top off. We're back to plan A with the funnel. Because the pump is useless, it just doesn't work. Right, so I've got the pipe off the pump. We've attached it to the funnel. There was an adapter with the pump, which is likely taking up some of the space in there. And then we're going to fill the oil. I'm going to put 3 litres in pretty sharpish, because we know it's going to take about 3.5 to 4, and then I'll go a bit slower, and then as soon as I see the oil dropping down into the catch pan, we should be done. So I'll do that and then come back. And there we go. I hope you can see it's about 3.7 litres in there now, and we're dripping out, so the gearbox is full. So we just need to put the filler plug in, tidy up, put the old catch can in the right place, and then it's just to put the car down and go for a run. So that's it really. Okay, so that's everything done, everything's tightened up. There's no oil leaking out from underneath. I'm just going for a quick run in it, just to bed it in. Well, that's pretty much it. So once again, if you like this, please subscribe, click the like button, ring the bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.